and how is your day? I hope you're having a good time. How are you, Isabel?
I'm good, Teacher Mary, and you?
I'm doing great. So welcome to yet another episode of
Around the World with our teachers. Okay.
So today we are going to be discussing work or a normal work day in our respective countries.
And also the work ethics.
And also the work ethics. Thank you, Isabel.
Okay.
So we will go right into the first question.
What does a typical work day look like in Kenya and the Philippines?
Let's assume it's corporate work. Yeah? So a normal corporate day would start from 8 to 5 or 8 to 4, and then you're leaving the office by 5. Yeah. So 8 to 4, let's say, or 9 to 5.
9 to 5.
Yeah. So 9 to 5, it's just a day like any other. You go in, do what you're supposed to do. We don't have uniforms, like I had you mentioned before that we have uniforms.
So for us, on the other hand, for the corporate and for the government office as well, it's basically 8 to 5. And I will explain later on why. It's 8 to 5 or 9 to 6.
Do employees in Kenya and in the Philippines have time for breaks during work?
Okay.
I think here everyone has, I think, 1 hour break for lunch. I'm not quite sure about the coffee breaks. I've never really been in corporate in Kenya, but I do believe, or I would like to think they have a 15 minutes coffee break or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
In the Philippines, we do have a 10 to 15 minutes snack break in the morning, and then another 10 to 15 minutes break also in the afternoon. And also, another thing is we have this lunch break of 1 hour. This actually surprised me the first time I met Marush. He was at the time he was in UK, and he was having his lunch for only 20 minutes. I'm like, oh, I think this is typical in Poland. Am I correct, Mr. Cameraman? Okay, so as I said earlier, lunch break is around 1 o'clock. 1 hour. So you usually eat in the pantry provided by the office. So it's up to you if you want to eat. If you don't want to eat, that's fine. But for as long as you have this 1 hour break for yourself.
It is quite similar for us as well. You have a pantry with a microwave and something just in case you want to warm your lunch. If not, you will go to a restaurant somewhere, have a proper lunch and come. So for us, lunch is a proper meal. It's a hot, proper meal, yeah? No
Full.
Sandwich.
Full.
No sandwich. Yeah, it's a full meal.
Yeah.
Is there a culture of working after hours in Kenya and in the Philippines? Oh, should I go?
Yeah.
I think there is, but then you have to get paid for it for every extra hour you work.
Yeah.
So it's paid for corporate. You work extra hours, you get paid. And yeah, we also don't answer emails when you're at home. Mostly I ignore, or I used to ignore work emails when I'm already at home. I would read them and respond to them the next day. So even if you were to send me an email or a message after work, unless it's crucial, it is okay not to if I'm not getting paid for it. If I'm not getting paid to respond to it.
Okay. In the Philippines, yes, you can work. The boss can ask you to work beyond the normal working hours, but you have to be paid more.
Yeah.
I think it's something like 125% after 8 hours and beyond. And of course, if the boss also will ask you to work night shift or graveyard shift, you will be paid more because there's what you call the night differential rate.
I don't know. I've never worked graveyard shift, so I don't know. But I worked for it in Dubai, and definitely it was a little bit more. Yeah, when I worked in Dubai. What are the differences in the approach to work in Poland and in Kenya and Philippines, of course?
Okay.
But assuming it's what we have here, it's almost similar. The only difference is texting. Yeah. Mostly for something related to work, you'd call, not send me a messenger or a message on Messenger.
So it's more personal.
Yeah, or it is, or we used to have work groups, but on WhatsApp, not on Facebook.
Okay.
On WhatsApp, yeah. Also, in most companies, they give you a work phone. So after work, you need to get hold of me. You'd need to call me on my work phone, not on my personal phone. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So interesting that everybody, I don't know, not everybody, but generally, as you said earlier, that you get work phones from the company. I think it's also common here in Poland, but not in the Philippines.
Is it?
We tend to go the extra mile. This is very common. This is something. This has something to do with our upbringing. Like for example, if the boss would ask you to do something which is beyond your job description, you would go for it. Maybe just to please the boss or your supervisor. Yeah, for as long as it is within the working hours. But sometimes this could be abused actually.
Yeah. Yeah, that's abuse.
That's it. Yeah.
We
That's
leave
a
it at
problem.
that.
And also sometimes, you know what, the boss would also ask you to do some stuff which is
Afterward?
beyond.
Beyond.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. But it depends. As I said, it depends. But this is not generally in all of the Philippines. Okay, so I think an isolated case, I would say.
What is the general attitude towards authority and hierarchy in workplaces in Kenya and in the Philippines? If I'll go first, yeah?
Yes.
I think Kenyans in general are very hard-headed. Is that the right word to use? I am not quite sure. But we believe that respect is a two-way thing. All of us, yeah? So as much as you respect authority, the authority has to respect you back.
Do employers in Kenya and the Philippines take care of their employees? If so, how?
Employers. I think this is shown mostly in, like during holidays when you get like an Easter package or an Easter incentive or in December or something. But generally it's a normal work day. Sometimes the employers like decide, oh, guys, I'm doing lunch today, I'm buying lunch today, and they will surprise you on a lunch with a lunch or something. But mostly it's seen during holidays. Yeah, when they will be like, it's Easter, so we got Easter bonus, or Christmas, we got extra salary for Christmas bonus, for no reason. They just give bonuses.
I think for us also, when it comes to take care of this, we do have 13th month pay. This is mandatory.
Yeah. Okay,
mandatory. And also for some companies, they do have 14th and 15th salary, like bonus. But I think this is also mandated by the law.
Exactly.
And it depends also on the company and then the government office. But taking care of, I think some people who are in the manual labor, they are not really taken care of by the employers. So
yeah, because manual labor is
hazard
quite
is
a hard topic to tackle,
Yeah,
because
it is very-
it's different
yeah,
rule
yeah,
for each employer.
For each employer, exactly.
Yeah.
Depending on the industry as well. Is there a strong emphasis on punctuality and deadlines in Kenya and the Philippines?
Deadlines, maybe. Punctuality, honestly speaking, punctuality and Kenyans cannot be in the same sentence. I feel like as much as people try, somehow you
This
always
is a
be
cultural thing, girl.
5 minutes late, 10 minutes late. Yeah. So I don't remember the last time in Kenya someone called me for a meeting at 10 a.m. and I showed up at 10 a.m. I was 10:05, 10:15.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless it was a job interview.
That's a different thing, and that's another thing.
Yeah. So yeah. How about you?
Okay. Okay, so we usually, when you work for a company, there is what you call actually like a 15-minute grace period. You are allowed, okay, but beyond that, you get a memo from the HR that, hey, there's what you call the first warning and then the second warning, and then you get, I don't know, some kind of penalty. But for some companies, I remember that they, like I think from the bank that I used to work with, if you don't use this 15-minute grace period, the company will give you a bonus. So for the whole year, yeah. So for example, if you're always punctual, yeah. So I think this is more of a merit, like an extra bonus for them, which is good, right?
Yeah.
Everything, when money is involved.
we used to get bonuses for even not taking our sick leave.
Yeah, because I think the sick leave is converted into cash. Okay. How about the deadlines? We didn't talk about it. Do you adhere to the deadlines?
We do. Anyway, this is a personal opinion, of the deadline. If you really want to, you do. But if you're 2 days late, it's okay. The boss should understand.
Okay. In the Philippines, we sometimes joke about it because there's like the deadline and there's the deadliest line. It's a joke for us, like maybe 3 days,
Yeah.
They have some allowance.
Yeah, they should
Both
always be
corporate and then the government offices. Like,
there. Oh, the
you know.
government offices have no deadlines. Please. They give us when they give us. You wait.
And then they wait on you.
Yeah. They will not wait, but you have to wait. They
Oh.
don't wait. If they say 12, you should be there at 12. But if they will see you at 2:30, at least you are there at 12. There are formal dress codes for work in Kenya and in the Philippines.
We wear uniforms generally.
Yeah. Okay, so this depends on what you do, really. Because if you're, again, in corporate, you'll be in formal clothes. Not the uniform, but formal clothes. And then depends on if you work somewhere where they provide uniforms, so you will be in your work uniform.
Oh, I noticed the banks here in Poland, do they, I don't remember going into the bank or seeing these people. Do they wear uniform? No.
No.
No, they don't. In the Philippines, we do wear uniform. What are the rules regarding vacation leave in Kenya and the Philippines?
Vacation, I feel like we get 30 days per year for annual vacation, paid days. But I do think we get 30 days annually for paid leave. Yeah, I think we do. Is it a law?
I think so. Yeah. I think in the Philippines, if I remember it right, something like 15 days paid leave. And then you also have like 15 days, you're also allowed 15 days sick leave. Okay.
So that will be all for our episode this time. If you have questions, once again, please drop the questions down in the comment sections and we'll be happy to answer you next time.
Okay.
Until then,
Until then,
Bye.
bye.